right, we are live. There we go. Okay. And look at that. We're only 9 minutes late getting into the live stream. Let me just check my levels here. Oh, I didn't realize that when I hit to direct on my Scarlet solo. It's kind of cool when you hit the direct, it actually fades the feed and then brings up the direct. That's kind of cute. I like that. That's nice. Well, hello everybody. My name is James Schofield, if you can't tell by the channel that you're on. And I'm an aspiring voice actor, and I've been kind of really... Let me take one ear out so I can hear myself. Yeah, I'm an aspiring voice actor. I've been kind of at it for a while now. Not a while, only about a month. But yeah, I've been working, doing a lot of research, doing like little dummy demos, or of course, as they want to call it, scenes. But I figure, you know what, I'm gonna take a little bit of time for myself. And you know, it's been a long day. I wanted today to be second Sunday. The other thing I wanted to do here too is I'm in bed right now, so I kind of wanted to test this out to see if it would work in bed with the camera, the interface, and all that good stuff. Hook up to it. So because this is a kind of video/music channel, I guess I have my specs in the industry. So right now I've got my Pico webcam, just kind of sitting on there. I'm going into OBS, and I'm using the background mover plugin for that to remove the background. And it looks like it's actually doing a halfway decent job without me doing any adjustments on it, which makes me pretty happy. I am looking at the feed, though, and it's stretched out compared to my monitor. So one thing I did notice is doing it on the laptop, I need to remember the aspect ratio difference and compensate. But it's all good. Other than that, audio-wise, right now I'm going into this one Scarlet solo. I've got that plugged in right now. I decided I wanted to try something different. So usually when I do live streams or podcasts or anything like that, I use my MP7 Plus. I just before that I was using my MP7. But now that I'm starting to get into voiceover, obviously I want to get a good interface, so I figured start out with the Scarlet Solo, because I've got a shotgun mic and everything like that. Then I want to start using, so I figure, hey, get the interface. So with that as well, I decided, you know what, I kind of want to try, because you know I've seen that the SM58's capsule is exactly the same as the SM7B's capsule. So I kind of was like, hey, you know what? Everybody uses the SM7B. I personally love my MP7 Plus, just because of the fact that, first of all, I think it sounds good on its own. Even as an XLR mic, it sounds pretty good. Same as any other dynamic microphone, according to the interface. I don't use it. It's the interface, but I do like the MP7. And I like the MP7 Plus. But since somebody uses the SM7B, I was like, you know what, let me try the SM58. See how that works out. Because I was in that Comic-Con recently. And they had a voice actor kind of booth set up, which was pretty cool. So I decided to sign up. I mean, it was cheap. I got to do 3 lines, so that was fun. And she was using an SM58, and I was like, wait a minute. And then I started the gear started working. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, she's, you know, it was a vocal booth, but, you know, clearly it was obviously just having sound dampening, not necessarily complete noise cancellation or complete soundproofing. So I get it. The SM58 made sense. I was like, oh yeah, because, you know, it's a live microphone. You know, it's designed to be on stage with a lot of ambient noise going everywhere. It's designed to reject feedback and all that good stuff. So I was like, okay, but she's using it as a voiceover mic. I was like, I'm gonna try that. You know, see what I can do. I've been using this actually for a couple days now to do auditions with, just to try it out, because I mean, you can't see it because obviously I'm in the background removal. I'm in bed right now, which is in a basement at the moment. I'm in a bed in a basement, so there's a lot of noise everywhere. And let me switch over. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even hearing it when I go direct through this, which is pretty cool. But you know, not only do I have a lot of reverb, of course, but here down here, obviously, the utilities are down here. So we've got the water heater, which is, you know, not even, maybe 6 feet from me. It's not far, 6, maybe 10 feet, if that. The furnace is there. The washer is there. The dryer is there. So I've got a lot going on. So if I'm doing an audition, it's really hard to do that. I have my NT1, which I love. Absolutely love that, especially for when I do character work. Because right now, obviously my microphone technique, mostly a live performance band. Some of the band, original bands, stuff. I've done some presentations. I've done, you know, again, just pretty much live performances. So, if it's not the SM58, it's something pretty darn close. So I'm used to, you know, vocal technique being on the live stage, projecting as well. I have a theater background. Well, I say I have a theater background, but really I did theater in high school. I dream of being in the theater again. But really, you know, my voice, I kind of trained myself to project a little bit more. And, you know, using mics like these as well, which don't have as much gain already built into them, I'm used to kind of pushing my voice into them to kind of force that out. So yeah, so condenser mics, still getting used to being studio kind of voice, studio James versus live James. So I'm still getting used to that. And, excuse me. This is not a good idea, but I'm going to do it. Anyway, but, you know, I'm still trying to train myself, and what's great about having that NT1 5th Gen, when it's in USB mode, which, first of all, I think sounds phenomenal in USB mode, it supports 32-bit float recording. So it's great when I'm doing character voices, and I forget, oh, hey, when I'm going to scream, I should probably back off the mic. You know. At least for me, you know, if I'm going to have somebody else doing stuff, I'm going to try to remember to back off the mic. But with the NT1, I don't have to do that if I'm the one that's going to do the processing and such. Because it doesn't float. 32-bit float, it's not clipping. You know, I'm able to bring that gain down. I'm able to lower that, make that waveform into a more acceptable view. And then it works the opposite way, too. Whenever I have to whisper to that except with the 32-bit float, I don't have to do it. Because the lows of bringing it up, it's not going to introduce extra hum or fuzz or anything like that. That's able to bring that gain up better. So 32-bit float, game changer, love it. So excited to use it, especially again while I try to perfect my techniques. It's a very forgiving microphone when you're trying to master your technique like that. Anyway, I went on a little bit of a tangent. Back to this SM58. That's what I'm using right now to live stream with because I wanted to see how that's going to sound. I'm hearing it without any sort of processing. I did do a little bit of processing in OBS. I didn't want to bog it down because everything obviously is going through my Mac. So I didn't want to really bog it down. I'm sorry. Like, 20-year-old gamer, like PC gamer me, just got so mad at me. But on my Mac, I've got OBS running, so I've got the webcam running that, I've got the interface running through that, I've got the game running through that, and all that good stuff. And so I didn't want to bug it out entirely too much. So I just did a little bit. I got a little bit of compression on it, a little bit of a limiter, just to be on the safe side in case the compressor doesn't quite get there. And then I did pop in the 3-band EQ, just your typical high mid bass. And I did lower the mids a little bit, just because for some, when I'm listening to it here before, any sort of post-processing, I don't know, for some reason, for me at least, I feel like my voice, I forgot that I gotta tighten this. I'm using one of those cheap microphones. Anyway, so I just noticed that, like, for some reason, I didn't really like how it's picking up my bass. Because I have a little bit of a boomier voice, so I didn't like how it was picking that up. So I just kind of cut that bass just a tad. Hopefully it sounds good. We'll see. When we listen back, it might sound like crap. Who knows? Still going on this tangent before I get started, because I have to start. I'm going to be starting a new character. So, the last thing that I have going into this guy right here is one of those Triton fatheads. Just because, again, with dynamic mics, I hate how much you have to crank that gain up. And I'm one of those purists where it's like, or not purists, but I'm one of those people, I hate that little bit of fizz, that little bit of fuzz from the preamp, right? Don't get me wrong, I love this preamp. The Scarlett Solo, great interface, love it to death. But, when I'm cranking that gain up, not that I need to, but with the SM58 you kind of do, because it's dynamic. When I have to crank that gain up, if I have the volume up on my, my headphones, which, I'm using in-ear monitors right now for that, so obviously they're more sensitive anyway. But I hate hearing that little bit of fuzz. So I got the fathead strictly because of that. And I hooking it up to it, I think it sounds great. I barely have to give this thing, between the SM58 already, I think having a little more in terms of its output versus the SM70, which obviously needs a cloud lifter or one of these fatheads. It's got a little more already built into it. And like, I'm looking at my knob, I've got my knob at about, I want to say like little over halfway between, or actually just between halfway between a quarter and a half. So, maybe like, I don't know, 35%, maybe 40% is kind of where I'm at on the knob. So it's nice, being able to have that set at that level, which is pretty cool. Because again, I don't want to give it too much gain. So it makes me very excited not having to give it that much gain. Anyway, I digress a lot. The fathead is amazing. Cloud lifter, I didn't want to spend all that money on. I was able to find the fathead. I think I found it on eBay. There was a used one for like $50 or something like that. I think, yeah, it was like $50. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna try this out. So I did, and I am loving it. I hooked it up actually to my MV7 because I'm using my MV7 as a vocal mic now for recording, and I hooked it up to that. And it just sounds so awesome because again, I don't have to, push that gain into the source, which is great. So it's nice having that nice clean increase there. Only issue with it, which it's not an issue, but obviously it could be a little bit of an issue if your interface isn't great with it. You do have to turn on your phantom power because that's how the fathead gets its gain. Anyway, as I continue digressing. Anyway, back to why I'm here. Is to play some Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate has been amazing on so many levels for me. I started playing it with started playing it because of her. She got really into it. It was my gateway into playing Dungeons and Dragons, which I now have a channel, which I'm going to get back to. I'm on this channel right now, but I'm going to get back to that channel soon. So, another kind of full disclosure with me on this live stream. I feel like I'm doing the presentations for right. I'm a fiddler. Honestly, I was just recently diagnosed with ADHD. Yay! So, bearing that in mind, I constantly will be fiddling. Sorry in advance. And I really regret not bringing my screwdriver over here. But anyway, as I continue digressing to the nether sphere of nobody who is watching. Anyway, so Baldur's Gate has been just amazing. I've pumped in about 600 hours into this game, beaten it a few times, died a few times, because, you know, honor mode is no joke. Sorry, I was just testing out the sound again. Anyway, so, back to it. So, Baldur's Gate, one of the, I mean, honestly, I hate to say this, because to me, like, anytime I played anything really, Skyrim was my benchmark. It was, okay, how does this compare to Skyrim? And almost nothing. But, Baldur's Gate, I think, for me at least, Skyrim may have been different. So we're going to try playing it again here. The last time I played it, I'm actually playing it right now on the other channel with Grugan Shattershield. With Grugan Shattershield, who is a character that it's a D&D character. I'm playing a 5e 2024. Yeah, I call it 5.5e. But I'm playing in a campaign as a player on Wednesdays, and I created Grugan Shattershield. Grugan Shattershield. It's a dwarf war cleric. So I've got him. So I decided that, you know what, I was going to make that character. I'm not going to play him right now. I'll make a new game because I kind of want to be a little more casual with this, because I kind of want to focus a little more on the story for this channel versus actually playing it. So yeah, I'm going to focus on the story now, and so we'll also be adjusting to different speed. Let's do a new game. Thinking, though, I would still like to do Tactician. Still want a little bit of that challenge. So here we go. For anybody who hasn't played Baldur's Gate, you need to, and I envy you, because you're going to get to play for the first time. I want to do it again. scene gets me every time, I swear. Oh. You know, listening to it with the ear monitors is a whole different game for me, at least. So, I've been starting to try to... I've been practicing just using my...
Who are you?
I've just been practicing... no, we're not going to reset those tutorials. Let's see. I've been using my Audio-Technica ATH-E40 in-ear monitors as just like everyday listening, just because I want to hear how they differ from like my earbuds. And wow, the detail that you get out of these things is so cool. So playing a video game right now with all this is going to be great. So here's what I'm going to do. I kind of want to do an origin character. And you know what? I think we're going to, we're going to be stereotypical here. I'm sorry. I got to do it. I gotta have my boy Astarion. Neil Newbin is by far one of my favorite human beings. Although I do have to admit, Karlach, I love Karlach. But I'm going to be Astarion.
Hello, darling. Don't be shy. I promise not to bite until we've been formally introduced. My name's Astarion, and I've spent a century stalking the night, hunting for pretty morsels just like you. A man called Cazador made me what I am, kept me like a pet, forced me to do his bidding. No more. The Tadpole's influence broke his dominance over me, and now I can finally pursue the one thing I've hungered for these long, dark years. Revenge. I'm going back to Baldur's Gate to track Cazador down in his lair. I'll be the last thing the bastard ever sees.
I love that. So yeah, I do realize I kind of regret doing this in bed, because I don't have my controls to like turn off the camera, and I also don't have the ability to easily get up since everything's sitting on top of me right now. But that's okay. So, we're going to be Astarion. We'll go ahead and review the character. I'm going to take a look at some stuff here first. That's interesting. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He's got Toll the Dead now? Oh. I'm gonna leave it though. Because again, I want to do story. So I'm gonna do story here. And since he's an elf, that's what we have to play for. Oh, I wish I could do that. Oh, I can't adjust wisdom. Pooh. Fine. Alright, you know what? Origin character, we'll leave him the way he is.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
get to the good stuff. I almost didn't decide to play or start playing right away though, because Down by the River came out. I love that song so much. Into issues. There we go. Whew. I kind of love how they have like the pillars right there in the ships. But I love that there's 3 of them. The Baldur's Gate 3. Love that. Love that.
What's happening? Where am I?
Check this out. To turn this down a tad. with me a moment, folks. We're just going to turn the levels down just a little bit. There we go. That should be better. Okay, let's see. Should be quieter now, right? We can heal ourselves better now. Okay, apparently that wasn't it. All right. All right, let's see. So we need to give this guy a little bit more. Let's give this up to 8. There we go. All right. You know what? Let's just set it to 10. There we go. We got it set to 10 now. I think we're good. All right. All right. So if we turn the main down, we'll do that. And we'll turn on the desktop audio. I think that might be what we need to do. Okay, let's see what happens. Now we got it switched over. Let's see if I can hear you. Hear me, I should say. Oh, still pretty loud. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? It's doing the whole dang thing over to it, isn't it? Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, hold on a second. That's what's happening. Okay, so we got all that shut off. All right, so if I turn the playback off, that's probably what's happening. Yeah, why? Okay, so I got direct monitoring on. Okay. Oh. Now I know what's going on. Maybe now it'll work. There we go. I figured it out. All right, now we should be good to go. Yep, I think we're okay now. Wow. Gotta love it. All new stuff. Yeah, it should be loud enough, right? Yeah, I think we're good. You know what, let's give it just a little more. There we go. We'll make it 40%. I think that should be good. All right, check 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try one more thing, folks. Here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to keep this. Oh, main, advanced audio properties. Let's keep this at its 100%. Well, we'll set it to 70. Advanced audio. Oh, no, that's what I want. I want filters. Filters. All right, there we go. So, let's see. Yeah, let's give it a, just give it a 1 dB gain. There we go. I think that should be good. Okay. So now when I talk, does it turn down the volume? Yeah, it seems to be working. Okay, folks. I think we're okay now. I feel better about my life.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Oh, I love the narrator. Let's do our first dice roll. Here we go. There we go. Got it.
The casing is fragile.
Oh,
The slightest
the
touch,
slightest
could,
touch could
cause
cause it to crumble. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it alone. Yeah, let's leave her alone. I will take this bloodstone, though. Thank you very
Wretched
much.
thing. You got what you deserved.
I gotta say, Neil Newbed. Such a great actor. I just love the way he approached Astarion. I'll be honest, when I first was watching my wife, when my wife was playing this, I do have to say that I didn't like him in the beginning when we first meet him. And I think that's a testament, though, to Neil Newbin, because the way that the character was, like, I did not like that character, like, at all. And, but as the game went on and as I played the game, I just fell in love with that character. And started to really, really connect with Astarion, and just, in general, fell in love with him. You know, it's great. It's a great character. I absolutely love him as a character. And, yeah, just getting along with, let's see. And, what was her name? Oh. Yeah, Amelia Tyler. I want her to DM my
Images
table.
of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Like, can you just imagine Amelia being the one to be your DM? Like, I love the way that they wrote the narrator in here. Like, she legit is a true
A
DM.
schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
Let's see, what do we got here? Sorry, I'm getting messages. Let's go ahead. So I learned early. You always make sure to just take everything in the beginning, because you're going to be broke. Playing with my good old PS5 controller that I've got here, because I tried playing it without the controls. Like, I tried playing with keyboard and mouse, and oh my lord, I don't know how people can do that. It is hard to do. Really hard to do. So, yeah, I don't recommend it at all. So I think, you know, we don't have people in here yet, and that's okay. But again, for those who do watch, as a reminder, I will be playing with the microphone a lot and just in general fiddling. Found out, you know, that I'm a fiddler. Not on the roof, though. I'm a fiddler on the roof for me. But yeah, I think, too, I'll probably be attempting voices and such while playing the game. There was, was it one of the Discords, I believe it was. Or was it in Casting Call Club? I can't remember where it was at. But somebody does one where they have a live stream of where they play a game without the dialogue. I think it was at the place, the Discord place, for voice actors. And yeah, they play it without the dialogue in the game, and so they self-insert the dialogue through the subtitles. I'm like, that's fun. I'm not going to go that far, because honestly, especially in Baldur's Gate 3, a couple reasons why I can't do that. One, as you can see, again, I'm using the SM58, which I do have a limiter and a compressor on it right now, but still don't want to push that. Don't want to push its luck. So We'll see, though. And then on top of that, too, I, have people that live here who don't want to hear me shouting. So. But I digress. Let's go meet Lae'zel, shall we? Or as some of you affectionately like to say, Bazel. I love the nicknames too. That's the other thing too. Like Baldur's Gate 3, it's not only just like the most tremendous game of all time. Two other reasons why this game is so amazing. One, Larian is amazing. I mean, it's like anytime they're like, "Oh crap, there's a glitch." Okay, let's go ahead and fix it. Oh, by the way, we added a subclass for you. Like what? No, I just wanted you to. I wanted you to fix the camera from not dropping me off the cliff at, here. Well, yeah, we fixed that, but we also made a subclass for you too. It's like, but I could have bought that as a DLC. No, here you go. But take my money. And Larian's like, nah, it's cool. So I love that. And then too, the community. You've got all these nicknames that came up, and everybody's. We all get fiercely attached to our own, whatever our specific person is. For me, I fell in love with Shadowheart in the beginning, but Karlach, the second I was able to do a romance, once I did successfully romance Karlach, love her to death. Love her so much. Anyways.
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
Okay, so one reason why I was late, because I was going to do this earlier, but then I had some tech issues, and then I was like, oh sweet, we're good. And then I went to do it, and there was an update, an 85 gigabyte update. So I had to download that. So I had to give myself an hour. It didn't take an hour, but I gave myself an hour just in case. You never know how the internet's going to react to downloading 85 gigabytes. So anyway, I was like, well, shoot. Let me go ahead and start later. But I was like, cool, there's an update. Maybe they fixed some things. That's the only thing I'm running into with this game on here is that sometimes it skips or it rushes the dialogue at the end, so it'll cut it off.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority.
I even need to turn this down.
First, we exterminate the imps. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
I'm loving the sound effects in these monitors. So cool. All right, here we go. Let's see what you got, Astarion. 95%. I don't think I have advantage. I do not. So that's okay.
Come on then.
Just for good measure. Give you a little push. Why not force him to come to me, right?
Time to strike.
I don't know why I'm bothering. I should know these controls by heart by now. Nice. Bazel. Missed. I looked away and I got hit for one. Okay. No, I'm gonna take out the one with one.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I am fury. I am death.
Ah, jerk. I'll give you a little push then. That guy's way behind. Alright, let's... Bye-bye.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Thanks.
Now, to the helm.
Get myself a crossbow for now, but I need a hand crossbow. Potion of healing. I will say that is one thing that I'm like in Baldur's Gate, like the difference between Baldur's Gate and playing this game for realsies, or playing D&D rather. This game for realsies. Why did I say that? I don't know. The abundance of health potions in Baldur's Gate versus D&D. Because health potions ain't cheap.
The ship can only take so much. We have to push on before those dragons bring us down.
There we have that. Okay, cool. So this is the part where I'm like, the part of the job where I'm like, if you don't feel silly, you ain't doing the acting. Because, I mean, how many times, like, how silly must you feel having to do those little takes of you climbing? Ooh. Okay, now do it a little bit different, a little more straight. Like, and you have to walk that line, because, I mean, honestly, like, when you're doing that, I don't know, maybe I should pose that question to Neil Newman sometime when he does one of those ask me anything kind of things. Like, how does that feel? Like, do you have to worry about walking the line between it legitimately being you trying to go up those sinewy vines and you sounding like you're having sex? Because I worry about that. Like, whenever I'm doing things, I'm like, is it going to sound like I'm doing it? I hope not. As I open a sphincter.
Gate machinery.
Let's see if I can read them.
Sense of it.
Gibberish. Completely indecipherable.
I would fail them all.
Say anything.
Fortunately, I know what are, because I've played this so many times. Let me out! You know what? Let's do some dialogue stuff. Because again, we're playing this game to listen to the dialogue.
Get me out of this damn thing!
Okay.
We have no time for stragglers.
Chillax, lady.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
I just keep having to adjust this camera. Gotta come up with a better solution at some point.
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
Ooh. I feel like a steering would hit
Nothing. The console remains dormant.
it. Love it.
I can't turn it on. Not without whatever fits in that socket.
See, I just love, like, Neil, I forgot to mention, when he introduces himself as Astarion, he's like, my name's Astar. Like that little, that he puts on the end there, I love it so much. And then anytime he says Cazador, like, it feels like venom coming out of his mouth whenever he says Cazador. Cazador. Like, he just hits that C, just that so hard. Anytime he mentions Cazador, and I'm like, oof. Just those little choices that he made for the character. It's so amazing. And I love it. You know? Just... I'll take that key. Thank you very much.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
We'll see.
The dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
So this is the part, like, when I was doing my playthrough, I was like, oh, there's got to be a way to attack this and open it and save this person. Because I want to. I wanna. Come on. Let me do it. I want to do it. Please. You know. What are you going to do, though? What are you going to do?
A broom. How delightful. Curious. Looks like it might fit into that machine by the pond.
Let's play it all the way through, baby. Use.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Uh-oh. That is just brutal. When I hear like those creature sounds and stuff, I just keep remembering because I've been consuming a ton of voiceover crap because I've gone into hyper-focus mode on this voice acting stuff. And Steve Bloom is one of my favorites, mostly because honestly, his voice, like, I'm not going to compare myself to him, but I feel like I've got a little bit of that kind of, that sort of quality of his, like that little bit of a deeper resonance, maybe a little bit of that gravel sometimes when you're talking. And just his story too, like him starting out, like he didn't start until what, 40? And, you know, I'm 38 starting out here. So I've just been starting to watch a lot of his stuff and listening to his stories and everything. And how his start was, you know, doing that one audition, creature cart, you know, he's doing creature noises. And he talks about how the reason why he got the job, you know, he comes to the audition because of the free lunch and free breakfast and lunch, I think it was. So that's why he auditions, to get the free breakfast and lunch. And he came and he went to do the creature noises, and he showed him a picture and how it would sound like, and he does a kind of thing. I can't remember. I can't do it because he's obviously way more talented than I am. But, you know, it makes when he sees it, and I was like, that's kind of cool. And that's how he got the job. And I'm like, that's so cool. Like, listen to that stuff. So, like, hearing the little random creature noises on this game, I'm like, what if that's somebody else getting their start?
The console appears dormant.
Insert the rune in the socket.
The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
I want her to just narrate my life. Like, especially whenever I make bad decisions, because she makes them seem less awful. Because she puts on that voice, because she knows you're making a bad decision. Like, in this game, you can tell, like, the way that she does her voice, you can tell she knows you're making a bad choice. Because she has, like, this... She almost has, like, this playfulness about her when she goes... Like, when I go to lick the freaking spider. Like, oh... Like, she raises her inflections just a tad. But she's got... I'm sorry, I know this isn't very kid-friendly. She's got one of the sexiest voices, like, ever. I swear. And it's not the voice itself. Because, don't get me wrong, I love her voice. Her voice is amazing. But what makes it so sexy is the delivery of it. Like, the way that she's able to... just... Like, you know when you made a bad decision. And I love it. Anyway. I digress. You'll hear a lot of that during the live streams. I'm going to take a closer look, though, just because I feel like it. All right. Roll the dice. I just love sound effects too. Like, I'm sorry, but in video games, like those little like ching that it does, it's so
The
cool.
pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. This device is different from the one that caused the other captive to transform. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Perhaps it will. We'll see, I guess. Oh, here comes my favorite line in this
Suddenly,
entire game.
You feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades.
Oh, that's
and
interesting.
Another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
There it is. Oh my gosh. I want to get a shirt so bad of just like Amelia's head, and on the bottom it says authority, except it has an O instead of an AW. Authority. Like, oh, the way she delivers that line. Just, But that's different though. I've not really played, I mean, I played an Origin with Karlach, but I forgot that that there's little extra effects and stuff, like the little grunting that Neil was doing right there. I'm gonna will the pod to open. I have failed this before, but I don't think it's possible for me to. Yeah, okay. Sweet.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A
baby.
shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Love it. Love it for that.
At last. Thought I was done.
Hey girl, hey. How you doing? Shadowheart.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness because you have a gith with you.
You keep
Nothing wrong with a
dangerous
gift.
company.
I mean, besides, you know, the murdering and such. But overall, they're nice. Ish.
More that Gith have a problem with everyone else.
That's true.
But there's more important matters right now.
Very true, Shadowheart.
Survival.
Very true.
Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Well, all right then. Let's get going. I'm a star.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Oh, what's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Okay, first things first.
No time to dally.
Where's your spell book, lady? We're gonna prepare them spells for you, okay? Listen, we like a guiding bolt, we like a healing word, we like a shield of faith, but we gonna get rid of that inflict runes, darling, because you know what? We gonna want to command somebody. Yep, that's right. We gonna command somebody to give us their sword. Mm-hmm. Down with that. Oh, did I reload these? Alright, let's open up this chest of ours, shall we? Thank you. Thank you. So much to
Find
sell.
a pet or a snack.
All right. Wow, it's already a 8:15. Nice. Let's go ahead and just give ourselves a little break, sure.
Curious.
We're nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
I
Who
shall.
put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Kanyank.
Yank. I don't know how to do that. I can't speak Gith.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the gate after we escape.
All right. Battle Royale. Here we go. Battle time. All right. So, let's see. What are we going to come up with here? We got a starring first. Bye-bye.
What's the plan?
And as always, Shadowheart. Oops. 60%, okay. 65%, okay. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I've only got 2 spell slots, so I gotta hang on to those. We're gonna try something. That actually worked. Very cool. Yeah, it's worth a shot. Oh man, that would have been nice. Oh well. Still missed. Haha. Congratulations on missing me. Goodbye.
My path be true.
Nice. I like that.
My faith will protect me. I'd better take a peek.
Yeah, why not?
I will ascend. Taking a look.
Yeah, well. Yeah, why not?
We must take the
Oh, shush. We're fine.
Outmaneuver them.
to concentrate.
Give me that sword.
Moving. Time to strike. I will take my pick.
Worth the shot. Disengage.
Or your spine is mine.
We're going down! Brace!
Got to keep fighting. Got to press on.
I just realized I totally skipped over us.
Hurry before they strike.
Oops. That kind of sucks. But what are you going to do? One damage, look at that.
I will ascend.
Over here.
Bye-bye.
Ready.
Bye-bye.
Victory awaits. Taking position. Focus. I need to reach the transponder.
Take this shit, or Zarya will have your head.
Let's grab what we can.
Missed opportunity, though. I missed out on us being here, but that's okay.
Come a little closer.
All right.
On I go. I will ascend. Consider me intrigued.
There we go.
Helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
The soundtrack. Come on. Ah. Love this game. Got him. Just wanted to check to see how hot this thing was getting. It's not getting too hot. Actually, pretty quite impressed.
Sunlight. Your first instinct is to flinch from it and hide in the safety of the shadows. But to your astonishment, there is no pain. The opposite, in fact. Your skin tingles pleasantly, like the caress of a lover who doesn't know any better yet. But beneath the skin, flesh and bone, there is a much more unpleasant sensation. Something nibbles and burrows where it does not belong. The tadpole nestled in your brain.
Yep. Now forget the parasite and savor the warmth of the sun. You are reborn. Just the thought of nibbling reminds you it's high time you found some prey to sup on. Well, perhaps you are being too harsh. The tadpole gifted you the sun after all. So which one do I choose?
Your stomach rudely announces itself to you with a twinge. Unfortunately, you cannot eat sunlight.
Okay.
Time you found some prey.
Fair enough.
And of course, you'll be feeding for two now, thanks to your guest. Until it deigns to feast on your brains and split you open to reveal a newborn mind flayer. Perhaps it would be wise to focus on finding a cure. As wonderful as the sun is, you can hardly enjoy it if your face rips open.
That's true. Alright, we just went through one, and I am going to take this opportunity for a moment. And I will say that I'm going to take a little break for a moment. Okay. Okay. We are coming back right now. Here we go. I'm just going to go camera off for a little while. Let me get my headphones back in. Okay. Try one quick thing here. That should be fine. Right. Okay. Oh, you know what? I need to take off my be back in a few, don't I? Yes, I do. Sorry. All right, there we go. Yeah, cool. I think we're good. Turn that off. And back to the game we go. All right, let's see. What do we want to do first here? Oops. I waited too long. There we go. All right. Worth it. Is it worth it? Let me work it. Hey, Shadowheart, what's up, girl? I mean, it's Astarion. I think we all know that he would reach for the artifact, right? Right. Let's do it. Yep.
What are you doing?
Trying to get me that thing.
Well, that's honest of you.
Yep.
Don't do it again. I'll give you a pass this time, considering I owe you my life. And speaking of, how are we alive?
I was hoping you might know that. Let's see.
I remember the ship. I remember falling.
Falling.
Then nothing.
Down, 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 down. And now what?
First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
We? You want to stay together?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
All right, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
All right, I shall. I still can't believe that I skipped over the us sequence and didn't free us. I'm so sad about that right now, because I love us. I love that little weird intellect devourer going wrong. We must hurry to the helm.
Running water normally burns like acid, but now, who knows?
All right.
More of those wretched things.
Let's go ahead and get some sneaking done, huh? All right, let's go get us. Let's go get us a gale, shall we? I think we shall.
Footprints. There may be even more that survived the crash.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for
Is
supplies,
that
maybe.
real? It doesn't look...
You approach the sigil on the stone.
There we go.
Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch the sigil. Oh, there it is. There he is.
A hand? Anyone?
I feel like if you don't do this as the first thing. I mean, come on.
Perhaps I should have clarified? A helping hand? Anyone? Just your average traveler stuck between realms. Pull me out, and we'll get properly introduced.
Alright. Let's see if we can do this. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, thank God for that guidance, huh? Jeez.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
At introductions?
At magic. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall? Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not?
Yeah, and?
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
Oh, great.
It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
Yeah, I'm none of those
You
things,
seem
sorry.
to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
No.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Yeah. Yeah.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It's an act of
Anytime, buddy.
foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
And we've leveled up, folks. Let's do it. Simple enough. Love that for myself. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I feel like you always have to do evocation because of that sculpt spells, right? I mean, come on. What else are you going to do? Like, really, you're not going to sculpt spells? Are you kidding? Yeah, right. Alright, let's see what we want to do. I mean, obviously we're doing magic missiles. You always have to do magic missile. Let's do chromatic orb. It's been a minute. Yeah, let's do. Alright, we all leveled up. Good. Now, usually, this is where we would find a Starian soon. I'm trying to remember where we find him, but either way, you normally find a Starian. Oh, this is not where I wanted to go yet. You know what? I'm going to try it anyway. Oh, wait. I still... No, never mind. I still want my other party member. This is where we normally find him. That's quick. Trying to remember what I did here. Oh yeah, here we are. There's Lae'zel.
You think it's...
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh,
yeah, if it escapes, how you do
guest.
that? Hmm?
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Alright, hold your horses. I'm gonna do it. Oh boy. So I'm gonna do it. It's gonna get done. Okay. I gotta say, like, I'll be honest, I kind of really like using the SM58 as a possible live stream microphone. I mean, obviously I put a extra, like, windscreen on it to help with the plosives. But other than that, I kind of like how this sounds on my voice. I did add an air effect to it, too, though. So, gave a little bit of extra presence. Just 'cause. Let's Let's see. I'm gonna try some deception. There we go. I like seeing that.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast. You didn't hear it? Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I could use more specifics. I'm in dire need of healing. Where is the camp? Yeah, if I fail a 5.
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful.
Fair enough.
There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
I'll hold your horses.
Never.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
Ah.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses.
Oh, whatever.
Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful.
Here we go.
She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
Oh, it wasn't kindness, darling. It was strategy. Yeah, I've never worked on Astarian, so I've heard him a lot, but one of these days maybe I'll try to sound like Neil. I'm dreadfully curious. Might one neutralize the tadpole while keeping its powers?
I know my teachings. There are no half measures. If you wish to be rid of the tadpole, you must either be purified or beheaded.
Dang, I don't like those options. Shoot. Ooh. Astarian has his own little thing. You know what? I'm trying. Well, no, he'd be trying not to be obvious. A purification it is, then. You and I better find this creche.
You have made an ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Dang, girls.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin. Eager for battle.
Alright, Lae'zel, let's level you up, girl. Action surge. Perfect. Now let's get you equipped. I forgot if I picked anything up. I don't think I did. I did not.
What now?
I do want to get the cape, though. I'm going to try to get my cape. Oh, that's right. I didn't get the special edition this time. That's okay. I'm cool with it. Okay. Now, do I try to fight or do I... No, I'm going to swing around here. almost forgot. What did I set my charisma to? Only 10. Okay. I don't know why, but like for Astarion, I get, you know, because he's a rogue and all that good stuff. But
That's curious.
like stat-wise, I'm just like thinking, like his whole job was luring people to Cazador, right? So wouldn't it make sense that his charisma would be higher? Just saying.
A crooked touch.
I did this last time and it worked. I don't think it's going to work this time, but we're going to see. Oh, baby. Love that for me.
Scribes with swords? So much for the quill being right here.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
You know what? I want to check something here. No way.
Assume nothing.
Oh, shoot. Poo. I did not think that through. Crap. And they still have their weapons this time. Okay. Welp.
Onward.
There's blood in the air.
Dang. Oh. Oh, of course. Undead. Duh. Well.
No gloom, all doom.
I forgot. 2 to 5 each. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Certainly.
On my way.
Time for a cull.
It's alright. I'll take it.
Keep them guessing.
A rough tempest I will raise. Let's light them up.
Victory awaits. Make way.
Are you serious? I just did 3 attacks and all of them missed. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
On the move.
Shall we cut and run?
Unleash me. On it. Eat this! May it please, Mistra.
Swift and lethal.
Oh, that's just, like, that's ridiculous.
Go for the throat. Make it hurt.
You're serious right now? They both hit, and Lae'zel doesn't. That's
Enough time wasted.
very interesting.
Battle awaits.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
Oh, for a skeleton key. Always guidance, but it's free, right? All right. Get some lock picking in.
What could a book contain that requires it to be bound with chains?
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Ready and willing.
I mean, obviously.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock. As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it.
Magic.
Pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
I mean, obviously.
Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn.
What? How did I fail an
silently
investigation with all that
recorded by this
intelligence?
book.
Ugh.
Keep a blade close. An iron coin. I prefer gold, not agate.
Love it. All right, let's go talk to our friend.
Jurgle? I didn't think anyone worshipped the scribe of the dead.
That's curious. A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Here comes Bone Daddy.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee.
And what's
What
that?
is the worth of a single mortal's life?
Yes, well.
Because that would be senseless. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
Well.
To some, it is the only. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell. How long has it been?
Okay, fair enough. And with that, let us take a long rest. We'll take our first one. What's up, Lae'zel?
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a creche.
Yeah, you're so obsessed with the creche.
The parasites inside us do not rest. Even as we speak, they defile our brains and warp our bones. Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
Fair enough, lady.
What were you two talking about? I see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel.
You don't trust Lae'zel?
She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer.
You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Agreed. The sooner we find someone to help us, the better.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune.
I like that
Rest
Gale
well.
approves. Like, dude, why are you listening in, bro? Not cool, man. Not cool. Time to rest.
The forest, dark, cold, foreboding.
Hello? Anyone there?
First, thou shalt not drink the blood of thinking creatures.
Oh boy, here we go.
Second, thou shalt obey me in all things.
Where are you? Show yourself!
Third, thou shalt not leave my side unless directed.
Your heart pounds, but you're ready. He's going to regret coming for you.
Fourth, thou shalt know that thou art mine. Free. Lie to yourself, boy, but not to me. You are mine forever.
Cazador.
Cazador, your master. You have to get back to him quickly. If you're late, he'll flay you. Again. What will he say when he finds you can walk in the sunlight, and he can't? And then it dawns on you. If you're free to walk in daylight, can you be free of Cazador too? Free of his rules?
First, thou shalt not drink of the blood of thinking creatures.
You look
Oh,
at
boy.
your companions, sleeping, helpless. How badly do you need to know?
Ooh. I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to wait for Will, because I feel like Astarion and Will would make a good pairing. They could hang out in Baldur's Gate after, all that good stuff. I don't know. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to go for Gale.
You can smell the sweetness of his skin, hear the beat of his pulse.
Oh boy. Oh, it's only a difficulty of 10? Okay. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Blood gushes across your lips, but something's wrong. Very, very wrong.
You're a bloody vampire, but you bit off more than you can chew.
You clearly have your secrets. I have mine. Let my blood be a warning to you.
There's more to me than meets the eye. I am not for eating.
Well. Sorry.
I thought I'd awaken feeling, well, drained. But I seem to be quite as well as ever. Admittedly, that's not saying much given our ongoing predicament. Nonetheless, I'm glad I woke up when I did. As I said, I'm willing to move past the whole exsanguination issue, so long as you can promise to keep that hunger of yours in check.
He's very understanding.
A choice both efficient and pragmatic. Most unlike you.
Whatever.
So, we move forwards. And when the occasion arises, we show our enemies exactly how sharp those teeth of yours can be.
Right. And with that, our little experiment using the SM58 for live streaming and playing some Baldur's Gate is done for now. I'm going to head off for a little bit. Take a listen back, see how it sounds. And, I don't know, maybe get some food in me. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much. And we'll be seeing you all next time. And thank you all for letting me give you some sound.